A lot of you often ask me, like, what is the scariest story that I know? One I've been thinking about the most recently is the disappearance of the Romers. I don't know this story all too well. Charles and Catherine Romer were an older, wealthy couple who went on a road trip in 1980. Two homes. There was one in New York, there was one in Miami. So they were spending their time in Miami, they were going to drive back up to New York, stop in Brunswick, Georgia. So they get to Brunswick and they check into the Holiday Inn Hotel. Everybody sees them go into their room, they close the door, and no one ever sees them again. Days passed in this hotel, and eventually the hotel is like, we're concerned, like we haven't seen the Romers leave their room even once. They go into the room and they find that no one slept there. The Romers went into the room and then it was left completely empty for days. Don't know how that's possible. Like, nobody saw these people leave their room. Hill goes out to the parking lot and finds that their car is gone as well. We thought maybe it was a theft, but all of Catherine's like valuables, like her jewelry, were still in that room. Witness said they saw them that night at a swamp.
This is part 3 of the family that is haunted by a ghost named the Hanging Man. Their son Elliot is the only one that can physically see him. The son has drawn him as a sad man hanging. He's crying because he is sick. Well, recently the father started experiencing paranormal things. Check it out.
Hello.
Y'all, did you hear that? The ghost fully said, leave. Make sure you guys follow me on YouTube because I'm doing a whole story time on this case. Link in bio. Also, huge giveaway at 100K.
This case involves a killer clown, and it truly became a criminal circus.
The book has no power. This book is just a book, papers and words and symbols.
Instructional manual.
It's a guide. It's a guideline. It is okay. The first 3 pages of this book are actually verses from the Quran. And the person who wrote this book is actually a religious Muslim. His name is Ahmed al-Buni, and he was a Sufi. You know, he's a religious Muslim. He wrote this book. He wrote it.
Is that why you're saying the bathroom thing? Because I've heard that you can't.
Yes. Yeah. It's you're literally doing a spell like that, you know. But reading the book, because okay, there are spells in the book. That maybe there are things you cannot say out loud. Don't read them, because in the book itself there are names of actual jinns that exist. By saying their names, you call them.
Johnny 2. Big Daddy. No, but Ibrahim, I get you. You know, you say it's just a book, right? But bro, but listen, yeah.
This Big Daddy.
Nobody said
I would love it if you turned around right now and it was standing right
I
here.
swear, if the book was here and I went to the bathroom.
It's like, I can look. You can joke about this. I can't really.
No,
this is dangerous.
No, but
I
you don't.
doubt there's a Big Daddy one.
I have another creepy and unexplained photo that I submitted by Renee, and it was captured on her dash cam. She works the graveyard shift with her boyfriend, and on her way to work, they ran across. But when they tried to rewatch the video, it was frozen. All they could capture was the still photo of what they saw, but the video would not play. When it comes to the paranormal world, they don't like getting caught. Like, they don't want to be on video. So if they can do something to mess with the video, they will, and a lot of times they do. But let me show you the video. So this is a picture from their dash cam. They're on their way to work. If you can look in the very corner right there, you see a person standing there. This is a close-up of what they encountered. Now, mind you, they can only see this on their dash cam. They couldn't see it as they were driving past it. A lot of times, wandering spirits or lost souls will kind of hang out on the side of highways in order to try to hitch a ride. A lot of them do come with good intentions. For the most part, they will kind of get in your way to cause accidents. A lot of unexplained accidents are caused by just random lost spirits. I also did tell her that even though it shows up as it wearing white, it could very well have been wearing like a black cloak, but due to the night vision camera, it's showing up as white. But what do you guys think?
These are pictures that'll make you feel uneasy, part 4. Up first is this photo. And it's a photo of a person who has no fingernails. This photo completely looks photoshopped and fake, but it's not. Something about this is just super unsettling because it looks like the fingers are suffocating. This just doesn't look normal. Next up, this 73-year-old woman found out she was carrying a mummified fetus for the past 35 years, meaning she was carrying around a dead baby in her body for 35 years without having any clue of it. I don't even know what to think about this. Next up is a picture of a huge spider carrying a piece of bacon. This family was having breakfast one day when they suddenly spotted a spider on the wall carrying one of the pieces of bacon they just made. I can't believe this is real, and this is making me hate spiders even more. Next up is a picture of a hand that was submerged in water for way too long. There's nothing wrong with the little wrinkles after being in water for a decent amount of time, but after being in water for this long, it looks super weird. And very unsettling to look at. It looks like some sort of fungus. Next up is a picture of an abandoned building, which keep in mind has been abandoned for years. Had a light showing on one of the top floors. Nobody explores this building really, especially on a floor that high up. So what is it? Do you think it's a ghost?
Murder by Cheesecake, Part 2. She attempted to murder her lookalike with a slice of cheesecake in hopes to steal her identity. And investigators realized that Victoria was an international fugitive. She had been on the run and was desperate. And police found that Victoria had other victims in her orbit. Detectives speak with a local man named Ruben Burkhoff, who owned a dry cleaning business in New York. He said he met Victoria, who was going by the name Anna at the time, on a Russian dating site in June 2016. He said Victoria invited him over to her place where she prepared dinner for him. She said she was a great cook. So Ruben goes over for dinner, but notices something strange about her place. There were boxes everywhere. It looked like she had just moved in or was moving out. Victoria prepared fish for dinner. Ruben politely took a few bites, and then, the next thing he knew, he woke up in the emergency room a week later. Just like Olga, and when he got out of the hospital, he too found he was missing an expensive watch and thousands in cash. He said he never heard from Victoria ever again. She disappeared for all he knew. Police believe Victoria was a serial killer by poisoning and used her tactics with numerous victims. Investigators believe Victoria wanted to murder Olga and steal her identity because she knew that not only New York Police Department was on her trail, but so were the Russian authorities. They were looking for her in connection to a murder from 2014. Victoria's neighbor that Russian officials believe she conned and murdered years back. Victoria was arrested in 2017 and her trial started in January 2023. The prosecution said that she was a serial killer by poisoning and was a danger to the community. She was convicted and sentenced to 21 years. And after she does her time, she could be sent back to Russia to face murder charges there. Just when you thought you'd seen it all. What are your thoughts on Victoria and the murder by cheesecake case?
This might be the best footage of a UFO caught on camera. Check it out.
What the fuck? I told ya! No fucking way. Ooh. Holy shit! They're coming for you, Tony. No, they're coming for me. What the fuck is that? Get the fuck! That is not Taylor Swift.
That is absolutely crazy. Is this really aliens or what could it be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
When summer ends, it always leaves a mark, so we can find our way back to the water. But we take our time and lay out on the dock like two cold-blooded souls in need of warmth. We'll take everything that you want, you can have it, and I'll brush the sand from my clothes. No need to be ladylike, even forbidden fruit you can buy, and every excuse you could possibly use for the way that the world says to be. I'm thinking it's best if we lose that. That only gives us our blues back. You may not.
Your parents are coming back to the roof. Talking about
Miss